I would like to first thank all of you for being here today to honor and remember my friend Terri. My name is Kathy Gibson. I had the honor of not only working with Terri for the majority of my career, but most importantly, being considered one of her best friends. Terri and I met in December 2006 when she was my fourth phase FTO. Prior to the start of that phase, I was warned by many that she was tough and I would have to not only prove myself, but excel in order to make it through her. I knew my abilities, but I was nervous. I wasn't sure I would like her, and come to find out, she wasn't so sure about me either. Well, it turned out that neither of us had laughed so hard as we did in those few weeks. And by the end of it, we were friends. There was a moment when she questioned my purposeful driving when I was attempting to catch up to a vehicle in Gifford to conduct a traffic stop. But she was pleased with the results after it was all said and done. From that point forward, it was us against the world. There were very few days that we didn't speak either by phone or in person multiple times a day. You see, after FTO, I went to nights for 6 months. Then I was reassigned back to days, specifically the shift Terri was working. There we worked for then Sergeant Kent Campbell, who loved to crank us up with talks about females' needs for chocolate and his famous talks about garden tools. We worked together on the same shift, minus 1 year, until she transferred to the civil unit. When writing this, it took a lot of assistance, because if you knew Terri and I, there were very few conversations that we had with each other that did not include a lot of cuss words, as we considered those sentence enhancers. So I had to make this a PG version of our 20-year life together. I know that she was my best friend and I was hers, but I know I wasn't the only one. See, if you had the honor of meeting Terri, you would instantly be drawn to her. As her smile would light up a room, her wit would draw you in, and oh, her laugh would cause you to do the same. Terri made me a better person and my world a better place. As I know she did for many of you. Terri worked the majority of her career in Gifford. She loved that zone. She knew the majority of the residents and they knew her. While most loved her and the work she did in that community, some did not, as she would hold them accountable. But regardless, they all respected her. Hence why she was nicknamed the Mayor of Gifford. Terri had other nicknames she earned during her career. There was Sweets, Tear Bear, but her favorite one of all was Tammy. She earned that one from Paul Wallen Dilks when she lost her bleep on someone who was not acting correctly. Terri was an excellent cop. She handled her business and did so with the utmost strength, honor, and courage. Her work ethic and love for the job was tremendous. She was the best cop for every call. She would be down on one knee, talking with the child, having her tender, kind, and caring side, or she could be the most firm and effective law enforcement officer who took care of business. Throughout the years that we worked together, no matter how much the workload wore on us, we all made sure that we had fun doing it and getting it done to the highest level. Over the years, as our squad members changed due to deputies moving on or new ones joining our squad, she was the cornerstone to all of us. It was my privilege that I didn't know a day at the Indian River County Sheriff's Office without her, as she was there when I started and still there when I retired. She was my constant. Terri had been diligently trying to transfer to the civil unit. Once she got there, she was so happy and tried hard to get me to come too. However, that schedule was not my thing, but she loved it, even though it meant she had to go back to school as a result, i.e. the Corrections Academy. But in true Terri fashion, she did so and excelled at that too. Terri, Linda, Kelsey, and I were known as the girls. We would get together for food, drinks, and sometimes games. But our time together was always filled with a ton of laughter, venting about work, and giving each other the kind of support only true friends can give. No matter what was going on in our lives, those get-togethers reset us and reminded us of how lucky we were to have each other in our lives. The bond we shared was unbreakable and provided some of the happiest memories that we will carry with us forever. And yes, Andy, don't worry, you were one of the girls too. We didn't always officially nominate you, but you showed up enough that you earned an honorary membership. But if you knew Terri, family was everything. She loves them dearly. But her greatest love was that for her daughter Haley. From the moment she got pregnant in June of 2010 and gave birth in February 2011, she was over the moon with excitement. The love she has for Haley was beyond words. Haley is her greatest joy, the light of her life, and her greatest accomplishment. Terri was so proud of you, Haley, and the beautiful young lady you have become. She would want you to continue to accomplish great things, follow your dreams, and grow into the exceptional, successful lady she always knew you could be. I make this promise to you, Haley, on behalf of your mother. I will protect you at all costs. I will be your biggest cheerleader. I will always be by your side, and I will push you to be the best, because I know that's what Terri would want me to do. In closing, I want you all to know that Terri Jean Sweeting-Mashkow was not only a phenomenal law enforcement officer, but she was an even better friend. And I love you, Terri.